Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I'll be going over 3 important things relating to the War Thunder anniversary sale on the Gaijin.net store. So if you haven't already known, there is a premium pack sale for 40 vehicles with a 50% off. So that is not like how it has been in the past where it's been a 50% off on bundles. You have a 50% off on individual packs this time around, and 40 of them. So pretty much everything outside of the most 2 recent updates, and also beginners packs, oddly enough, are not on sale. But everything else, including the premium Leopard 2A4, the Challenger DS, pretty much everything, again, up until the 2 most recent updates are on sale for 50% off into 11 GMT on the 14th of November. So it's about a week-long sale. Now that said, I do have a giveaway. So that's right, there is a pretty big giveaway going along with this, as you guys may have known, may have guessed, and I will be running this giveaway until about 12 EST on the 13th of November. So in short, in this premium pack giveaway, I'll be giving away 1 different premium pack that's on sale, so it has to be one of the ones that's on sale, to 3 different winners. So that's right, I'll be giving away up to 3 total premium packs, each to a different individual. So in order to participate, it is pretty darn simple, at least in my opinion. You have to like this video, you have to comment on this video, so the comment has to include your exact in-game username, so capitals, lowercases, any underscores, anything has to be included in your in-game username comment on this video. And you also have to comment in that same comment, of course, with your premium pack that you want in the giveaway. So let's say if you win, I have to know in your comment which premium pack you want for me to gift to you. So whether it's the F5C, the A10 early, it could be the Panzer 2A4 premium, I mean, really any of the packs that are on sale, it could be any of them. Just comment and that will be what you win. And then finally, you need to subscribe to my channel. So pretty simple, again, just to go over it, like my video, comment on the video with your exact in-game username and the premium pack on sale that you want if you win. So again, premium packs that are on sale will be considered, and also you need to subscribe to this channel. So again, I will be running this giveaway until Sunday at around 12 EST, Sunday, November 13th at 12 EST, so that gives around 6 days from the publishing of this video for you to participate. And at that time, I will be giving 3 different winners their premium packs. So keep an eye out around that time in game, because you might just win a premium pack from this giveaway. Also, very, very important to note, I'm not going to be commenting on many people's comments in this comment thread before the giveaway is over on the 13th of November at 12 EST. So bear that in mind. In my last giveaway, I had a few scammers trying to scam people out of personal information in the comments. So you need to watch out. If it's anyone other than Tankenstein commenting on your comment, then it is not legit. So if it's like Tankenstein from, X or Y text messaging service or whatever, it is not legitimate. Do not get scammed, guys. I've been thinking about doing this giveaway on another platform, but I want to just try it out on YouTube one final time, unless that doesn't work. So bear that in mind, guys. You really need to watch out. Do not give away your personal information. Again, the only thing that I will be basing your victory on in this giveaway is if you like this video, comment on this video with your exact in-game username and your premium pack of choice, and you subscribe to my channel. I will not ask anything else from you guys. So if somebody's trying to ask you for your personal information, to click on a link or anything like that, then that is a scam. So just keep an eye out, guys. But again, just 3 simple things: like this video, comment on this video with your in-game username and your premium pack of choice, and also subscribe. And also, actually, one final thing that I remembered it now, the PSN users, so just bear this in mind, PSN users, unfortunately, Gaijin has some sort of a weird embargo against PSN users, so it is something where I can actually not gift to PSN users. They just physically, I cannot, no matter how much I try to. So just bear that in mind. PSN users are excluded from this giveaway, unfortunately. If you are a PSN user and you still like to subscribe to my channel, I mean, feel free. I'd love for you to have me, but, you unfortunately cannot be gifted anything just because Gaijin literally makes it impossible for me to send gifts to them for whatever reason. Now, with that said, I'm just going to do a real quick final buyer's guide here, and I will link in the comments below, again, reviews for these vehicles, and I will also link how I tier them, so from D to S tier, and, in case you guys want a lot more detail than this, because this, again, will be a real quick buyer's guide. Now, just kind of going through this, I'll just kind of list which ones I would purchase and which ones I wouldn't, and again, more details in the comments below. So first and foremost, I probably would not pick the Lightning F53. The Harrier GR1 is much better, but if you really need something to grind, the Air Tech Tree, it's not the worst in the game, but it's just not really great. Leopard 2A4, I love this vehicle, one of the best ground vehicles in War Thunder for premiums, and this is, again, a really, really nice premium. This is an example of what I would consider to be S tier, whereas the Lightning F53 is what I would consider to be D tier. The Challenger DS, perfectly decent. It's got excellent reload, but it's fairly slow. Doesn't have the best armor. I like it a lot in many ways, but it's not really all that well-rounded, at least compared to the Leopard 2A4. Next, we have the A10A Early. I like this one a lot. However, you need to be a little bit better in ground or in air RB to be able to use this. You have a lot of noobs who buy it who put a really bad reputation on this vehicle, and for me, I just pick it off like no one's business. So it is a little bit more difficult to use in air RB, but if you are skilled in air RB, I would recommend it. Or if you really need this for close air support, it's pretty good. But otherwise, it's kind of iffy for me. But it's an A-rank vehicle for me, B or an A-rank vehicle, but it is what it is. Next, we have the Type 96A. I love this vehicle, 100% recommend. Next, we have the Dassault Milan. I actually rank this as a D rank, but I think that's actually a pretty decent grinder for the French Air Tech Tree. It's just not good at all insofar as air combat is concerned. It's going to be a hard grind with this, maybe like 1,000 points in ARB per match, but it is pretty decent in close air support. Next, we have the Merkava Mark II-D. I like it a lot. It's kind of what I would consider to be a B rank. Very good armor, pretty decent cannon, not great speed, but very, very survivable vehicle. SPSK, again, I would recommend it for the German Air Tech Tree. I like it for air combat, not so much for ground combat. It's very limited, but again, I'll go into more details in my review and also tier guide below. A4E Early, I like this, or the late rather. I like it a lot. It's just a really good overall vehicle. It can do a lot in terms of close air support, in terms of air combat, air RB, so it's really good. The Draken, this one is very good for air RB, not good at all for close air support. It really benefits a lot of more, I guess you could say, advanced players. It's a much more advanced plane than what a lot of people are used to. So if you're a noob, this one might be kind of difficult to use, but it's good for, again, more advanced players, and I could recommend it for them if you want to grind out the Swiss or the Swedish Air Tech Tree. Next, the A5C. This one is amazing S-Class vehicle, in my opinion. Fully recommend it. Air, ground, whatever, it can do it all. F5C, pretty much an A+, S- tier for me. The only reason why it's not a pure S tier for me is that you have a lot of noobs who play it, and those noobs really suck with it, and it only has AIM-9E missiles, which at 10.3 BR are pretty mediocre, but otherwise it's just a fantastic plane overall. Su-7 BMK, I like it for the grind, but it's not the best. Insofar as sail vehicles are concerned, this is probably the best that you're going to get for the Russians for the grind, so, it's perfectly good to grind out the Russian Air Tech Tree. Not the best. The Su-25K is a bit better than this for the grind, actually substantially better than this. But the Su-7 BMK can still do quite well. It's just a little bit boring when it comes to gameplay. Next, we have the AV-8A. I think it's a fantastic vehicle. It can do air, ground, whatever very, very well. I've classified this as an A-rank vehicle. I mean, it's pretty much, in my opinion, just about as good at 9.7 as the F5C is at 10.3 BR. Really, really good. It's got the AIM-9Gs, which are a bit better than the AIM-9E is that the F5C carries, but it does suffer insofar as ground loadout is concerned. This does have a bit less of a ground carrying capability, but it also has ballistic computers. It's not as fast or as maneuverable as the F5C as well, but it can still do quite a bit, and it does have those better missiles. We have the T-72 AV terms next. I love this vehicle, 100%, fantastic. recommend it. Cat 105, I think that this is a better vehicle than the Challenger DS. So at 8.7 BR, the Cat 105, in my opinion, is better, more fun than the Challenger DS is at 9.7 BR. It's a really, really good vehicle overall. Love it. I think I ranked this as an A-rank vehicle in my tier guide. Next, the CV90105 XC8. Love it. Again, I mean, this is a fantastic vehicle. S rank in my opinion, if not A plus rank, really, really good. Next we have the Prince Eugen. This one's a bit weird. I like it a lot. I think it's great overall. It's got good anti-air, good cannons, decent enough armor, not the best. It's very fast, so it's a very powerful vehicle. But again, I mean, you're looking at, what is this, like a tier 4 premium for the naval tech tree. So it's very powerful, but once we get to rank 6, this is no longer going to be able to research the entirety of naval for you for the Blue Water Fleet. So just bear that in mind. I think it's a really, really good vehicle, and I still use it for my naval, but it will have some limitations in the future. As soon as we make that jump to rank 6, this will no longer be, in my opinion, worth the full price, but for $30, still really, really good. Next, we have the Super AMX 30 pack. Another one I really like. This one is very overlooked. Think it's fantastic. I would recommend it if you want to grind the French ground tech tree, mostly because you don't really have any other options, but it's a really, really good vehicle. Either way, very, very fast. It's got a good cannon and, okay enough thermals. They're tier Gen 1, but not too bad. Next, we have the Type 74 Mod G Kai. This is pretty much like the Leopard A1A1L44, but for the Japanese and with a 105mm cannon. Perfectly good vehicle. It's not fantastic, not terrible. It's kind of like a B or a C rank vehicle in my opinion. It's perfectly decent. That's all I could say about it. If you need to grind the Japanese ground tech tree, it's perfectly serviceable. It's not as good as, for example, the T72 AV Terms, but it is still really good. Next, we have the T55 AM1. I would rank this as an A rank vehicle, not quite an S rank vehicle, but still amazing. It's got the ATGMs that can fire. It's got composite armor. It's got a pretty decent APF SDS. It's got good optics, pretty decent speed. It's just a really good overall package. And at 8.3 BR, this thing dominates, and it's actually very, very up-tierable. I actually use this on occasion with my T72 AV Terms. So it's a very, very good vehicle that you can even bring into 9.0 plus BR matches. And then kind of getting into the final stretch here, the XM1. I think that this is an A-rank vehicle. Some people consider it to be a B-rank vehicle at this point. I still like it a lot. It's very, very fast. It has okay armor. It's got some composites. A lot of other vehicles around this BR do not have composites, like the AMX-30, the Type 74 Mod G Kai. They do not. This, even though it's got light composites, at least has composite armor. It's got kind of an cannon. It's around 350-ish, if I'm not mistaken, or 330-ish millimeters of armor pen from its APF SDS. I think it's still plenty decent. It's got good enough optics. It's got Gen 1 thermals. It's a really, really good vehicle for somebody who likes light tank style gameplay with a little bit more armor. So I think it's still plenty damn serviceable. Next, the Z19E. I like it a lot. This is pretty excellent as an anti-air helicopter, believe it or not. Its ATGMs are kind of light, so they don't have the most explosive force, nor do they have the most armor pen, but it does have fantastic air-to-air missiles. This is really, really good in that regard, and you will troll a lot of aircraft. I like it a lot. $25 is pretty decent for a price for this. It is rank 6. I wouldn't really buy it for $50. I just don't really know if helicopters are worth that much in War Thunder, especially considering the limited use that they have, but $25 not too bad. Term 3 pack, this one is another one. Amazing. It's got an autoloader, a 20mm cannon. This thing can pretty much shoot out whoever you want to kill. It's, I believe, 8.0 BR. Very light armor, but it is very much a troll tank. I like it a lot. Then we have the Vautour 2N. Another one, it's pretty decent. I mean, you can do air, ground with this. I think it's okay as a grinder. I mean, I would actually pick the Milan over this just because the Milan is rank 6, but you can do whatever you want. The Black Shark pack, this is another one. Again, I think it's really good, but you do have to be aware of your limitations. It does not have thermals, but it is really, really, really good when it comes to anti-ground. It's got the Vikir missiles. Excellent. Now, the AVRE is really good as well, the Centurion AVRE. This is more of a troll vehicle. It's got things like composite armor. It's got It's Hess shell, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's the Hess shell and all that, but you do have to take into consideration the fact that you pretty much always have to use your laser rangefinder because it has just absolutely terrible muzzle velocity. So it's a kind of a difficult vehicle to use, but if you land a hit, you can take out vehicles much higher BR than what you are. Next, we have the Object 120. I like it a lot. I think it's very, very potent. It's got excellent cannon. It's got like a 152 millimeter cannon with APF SDS all the way down at 7.3 BR. The only problem with it is that it has barely any armor. So this thing is a sniper and a half. It's extremely fast, believe it or not, for what it is, but it's a really, really good vehicle to move from sniping spot to sniping spot. And I do have a vehicle review link below, but this is one of my favorite 7.3-ish BR vehicles out there. Next, we have the M51. This thing is perfectly serviceable, but at $20, I would just skip this and go for the Merkava Mark II-D. It is a much better vehicle than the M51. The M51 has very little armor. This is pretty much a 6.3 BR Sherman, which if you got, and it's not even the jumbo. So it's just got a very powerful cannon, but the cannon, if you hit like a tree, for example, it will blow up on the tree, and then the enemy knows that you're there and you're dead. Next, we have the Samiua SM. I love this vehicle. This is actually a very, very good vehicle to pick instead of the AMX-30 Super. So even though this is rank 4, if you really want to save $10 and just kind of grind up through the rank 5 of the French ground tech tree rather than rank 7, I believe it is, it's actually a perfectly good option, and or to use in conjunction with the AMX-30. Of course, you're not going to use them in the same map, or in the same matches rather, but this is a fantastic rank 4 vehicle, in my opinion, one of the best in-game. Next, we have the IS-6. This is another one that I think is really, really good. It's pretty much just like, it's got the IS-2 cannon, but with a much better reload. It's got pretty good armor, pretty good speed, just an overall very good vehicle. I do recommend it. King Tiger Pack, much the same way. This actually has a diesel engine with 50 horsepower more than the standard King Tiger H2. Or 2H rather, and it does actually reach its highest horsepower at lower RPM compared to the other Tigers. So not only does it have higher horsepower, but it does also reach it quite a bit faster, which is very, very nice, and does accelerate much better than those. So this is a much better, much more mobile King Tiger, and it's the same 6.7 BR with a fantastic cannon. I can recommend it. Now the TU1, it's a tough one. I like it for close air support, but it is so incredibly slow. I can't really recommend it fully. It's just not really all that great. It's a really good vehicle if you can make it, but you will die very, very often getting there. Next, we have Ezra Wiseman Spitfire Pack. I'd probably just skip this because the minimum rank that you can actually research with the Israeli tech tree is rank 4. So really, you can only research through rank 4 and 5 with this. I would just pay the extra money and get the A4E late pack. It's just much better. But this isn't bad, it's just eh. Next, we have the Wyvern 100%. This thing is extremely powerful. I love it. If you're looking for a vehicle around this rank in BR, it's 4.0 BR currently. Fantastic. I mean, it makes no sense that it's the BR that it is. It just can do everything, close air support, air, naval even. It's just amazing. Next, we have the Mustang pack. This is pretty much your standard Mustang D pack, P51D. It's really good, but, you know, it's just okay. You know, I mean, like, it's a good Mustang, and Mustangs are good, but there's not really all too much more that can be said about it. Next, we have the Dora D13 pack. I like it, but this is more of an RRB players pack. Again, I think when it comes to the rank 4 premiums, the best one that you can get is going to be the Wyvern. That's the gold standard, but this is still really good when it comes to RRB, and this might be the second best of the rank 4 packs. It's got pretty powerful armament, good maneuverability, great speed, great dive rate. I like it. And then finally, we have the 2 campaign packs. I think that these are fantastic, but the better of the 2 is going to be the A6 M5, or the Japanese Pacific campaign pack, because you get that A6 M5K, or the A6 M5 Co, rather, as well as everything else. I think that the A6 M5 Co is better than the YP38, largely because it's a better plane, but also because it's rank 4 as opposed to rank 2. So you can grind all the way up through rank 5 with this. Imagine this, right? These are also rank 4 vehicles that cost $15. Not only do you get a rank 4 vehicle, and of course these also have 1,000 golden eagles, but this still has 850 golden eagles, 15 days of premium time, much like this, and you also get a full single player campaign for $7.50. This is probably the biggest deal in all of War Thunder insofar as the online packs are concerned. Unfortunately, it's really overlooked, but the A6 M5 Co is really within itself, I mean, worth it. But you get everything else there. Fantastic purchase. I would get this if you just kind of want a second campaign. Not great, not bad. It is what it is. So that said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Of course, please like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the dealio. Good luck in the giveaway if you choose to participate. Either way, this is Tankenstein signing out. I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.